Hi there, you're watching Why Your Brain Has Craved Alcohol for 10 million years. Tonight you might pour yourself a drink after a long day. You'll tell yourself it's a modern habit, a small reward, a way to unwind. It isn't. The urge sitting in your chest right now is older than language, older than fire, older than your own species. And the reason it's there might be the strangest thing you learn all week. 10 million years ago, your ancestors lived in trees. Then they came down. On the ground, they found something they'd never had easy access to before. Fruit that had fallen and started to rot. Fermented fruit. Most primates can barely process the alcohol inside it. But a mutation appeared in a gene called ADH4, and it made your ancestors 40 times better at breaking down ethanol than their tree-dwelling cousins. The ones who could tolerate it got more calories. They survived. They passed the mutation on. You inherited it. Your craving wasn't built by bars or breweries. It was built by survival. Here's where it gets stranger. You were taught that farming began with bread, wheat, then settlements, then civilization. But researchers studying a site called Raqefet Cave in modern-day Israel found residue inside stone vessels 13,000 years old, fermented grain residue more than 5,000 years before the first known loaves of bread existed. Beer came first. Is it possible your ancestors didn't domesticate grain to eat? Did they domesticate it to feel something? There's another layer most people never hear. Ancient water was dangerous. Rivers carried bacteria. Wells bred disease. But fermentation kills most pathogens, which meant low alcohol drinks were often safer to drink than water itself. Egyptian labourers building the pyramids received beer as part of their daily wages, not as a treat but as nutrition and protection. Sumerian tablets, among the oldest written records on Earth, list beer rations for priests and officials alike. The Sumerians didn't just drink it, they worshipped it. A goddess named Nincasi presided over brewing, and the oldest surviving beer recipe in human history is written as a hymn to her, a prayer that doubled as an instruction manual. Even empires weren't immune. Roman wine was often boiled in lead vessels to sweeten it, and researchers have found elevated lead levels in the bones of Roman aristocrats. Some historians believe that slow poisoning, sip by sip, helped erode the health and judgment of Rome's ruling class. So the next time you reach for a drink and feel a flicker of guilt, remember what you're actually carrying. A 10 million year old mutation, a goddess, a civilization built in part on the desire to feel something different by nightfall. That urge isn't a flaw in you, it's a fingerprint left by everyone who came before you. And tonight, you're still carrying it. If you enjoyed this, please feel free to like and subscribe for more.